All right, guys, we are now looking at what's called the product property. Okay. Now we have seen them like this, where we have the two binomials. Then we've, distributed them or foiled them to make them into a trinomial. But now we say we have a 0 here. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take each of these out and set them up equal to 0. So x minus 3 is equal to 0. And x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, and what you're going to come up with is you're going to get two answers that x could possibly be equal to. So in this case, just do them in one step. Okay, so do your opposite. It's minus, so do plus. So plus 3, plus 3. So this one is x is equal to 3. This one here, then, since it's a plus 2, you're going to minus 2, then minus 2 on that side. So x in this case is equal to negative 2. So the way you list it is you say x is equal to, it's either going to be a negative 2 or a 3. Okay, and make sure you write it out like this. Okay, all right, so let's look at another type. Okay, still going to do the same thing. Write 7v plus 6 is equal to 0. And then v minus 2. Sorry about that, is equal to 0. Okay, so still the same thing. Now remember, this is going to be multiple steps. You're going to have 2 steps. So first I'm going to undo the addition with subtraction. And I get 7v is equal to a negative 6. And then to undo multiplication, I divide. So in this case, v is going to be equal to a negative 6 over 7. And then here, all I got to do is add the 2 to undo the subtraction. So in this case, v is equal to 2. So now write it out that v is equal to, it's going to be either the negative 6/7 or the 2. And that's your answer there. Okay. The other type you're going to see is when it's given to you in the trinomial thing, where we were doing the diamond math or your X game, and putting your C on top and your B on the bottom, or what's in the middle, okay, and then figuring out what times what will give me 3. So factors I quickly think of are 7 and 4. And if I work with those, I can get a 3. So I know it's going to be 7 and 4. Okay, so one's going to be negative, one's going to be positive. My 3 is bigger, so that means that's going to be negative. Now remember, since in this case a is 1, all I got to do is write it out as k plus 7, k minus the 4. Okay, now don't forget, since they're equal to 0, now we're going to take it a step further and write k plus 7 is equal to 0 and k minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, so going through, to get rid of my addition, I must subtract. So on this one here, k is equal to the negative 7. Over here, to undo subtraction, I have to add. So that means in this case, k is equal to 4. So rewrite it. K is either going to be the 4 or the 7. And that's our answer for right now. Okay. All right. One last one. So once again, going to set up our x. My C goes on top. My B goes on the bottom. My factors, I know 2 and 3, but I can't get 7. So I think I'm just going to have to go with the 6 and the 1. And they're both going to be addition. So A plus 6. A, whoops, bad A, plus 1. And remember, equal to 0. Okay, so once again, set up to 0. I didn't need the parentheses, it just did it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so once again, to undo addition, I must subtract. So in this case, A is equal to negative 6. Over here, minus 1. So A is equal to a negative 1. Rewrite. A is either going to be this negative 1 or this negative 6. All right? All right, any questions with the assignment, please ask.